Imagine if the key to healing wasn't new technology, but ancient wisdom rediscovered. For centuries, healing stood at the heart of Christian life. Christ didn't just preach, he touched. He didn't only forgive, he restored. The chrism oil, holy, fragrant, alive, was central, with carnabosum, or cannabis, as a key ingredient. When the temple fell, this sacred oil vanished. Today, for the first time in nearly 2,000 years, its secret formula returns. Reconstructed with reverence, used not as folklore but as medicine. Dr. Slawek Wojtowicz's book, The Fertile Ground Hypothesis, merges ancient wisdom with modern science. Chronic illness isn't random, it's rooted in our body's disrupted terrain. This book bridges faith and science to restore our God-designed ecology. Discover how true healing begins with the soil of life itself. Unlock the biblical secrets of healing with the Fertile Ground Hypothesis.
It's so much fun to hold in your hands a book that you have written. It's almost like having a baby. Here's another one that just came out, and I hope you'll find it both interesting and helpful. This book talks about the secrets of, say, chrism oil that has been described in the Bible as a cure-all. Does it cure all diseases? Well, we'll find out.
If your health feels like a puzzle with missing pieces, you're not alone. The Fertile Ground Hypothesis might just be the missing link. Imagine if all diseases shared a common thread. Cancer, heart failure, depression, all telling the same story in different languages. A story of imbalance, of disconnection. Modern science talks about inflammation, stress, and genes. Ancient wisdom calls it karma, the quiet return of consequence. What if disease isn't a failure, but a signal? Healing then becomes not conquest, but clarity. A return to simplicity, presence, and responsibility. The absurd isn't that we suffer, it's that we suffer and don't ask why. Discover the fertile ground for healing. The Fertile Ground Hypothesis by Slawek Wojtowicz, MD. Available now. The sun beats down on the African savannah. A herd of gazelles graze peacefully. Suddenly, a lioness explodes from the tall grass. The gazelles explode into action, bounding away in a desperate bid for survival. This is life and death in the wild, a delicate dance between predator and prey. The lioness's charge triggers a powerful stress response in the gazelles. Their hearts race, their breathing becomes rapid and shallow. Blood pumps to their muscles, preparing them for a burst of speed. This is the autonomic nervous system at work, an ancient and vital survival mechanism. For those gazelles lucky enough to escape, the danger soon passes. But the physiological changes triggered by the encounter remain. Their bodies are still flooded with stress hormones. That's where the next stage of their stress response comes in. Shaking it off, the gazelles begin to tremble, their muscles twitching and spasming. This might seem like a sign of fear, but it's actually a clever way to release tension and restore balance. By physically shaking off the residual energy of the stress response, the gazelles can return to a state of calm and carry on with their day. Deep within the animal kingdom, a silent symphony of survival plays out every second. The autonomic nervous system, a complex network of nerves, acts as the conductor of this orchestra. It has two parts, the sympathetic and parasympathetic. When danger strikes, the sympathetic nervous system leaps into action. Like a surge of electricity, it prepares the body to fight or flee. Heart rate and breathing accelerate, muscles tense, and senses sharpen. This is the fight or flight response. Once the threat is gone, the parasympathetic nervous system takes over. This system promotes rest, digestion, and repair. It slows the heart rate, relaxes muscles, and lowers blood pressure. The body returns to a state of equilibrium. This finely tuned system is essential for survival in the wild. It allows animals to react quickly to danger, then recover and conserve energy when the threat has passed. This dance between stress and recovery is a fundamental part of life for all creatures. Imagine escaping a predator's grasp. Your heart pounds, your breath comes in gasps. You've survived, but your body remains on high alert. This is where somatic discharge comes in, a natural mechanism to release pent-up stress. Wild animals instinctively use movement to regulate their nervous systems. A gazelle, after outrunning a lion, might tremble and shake. A bird escaping a hawk's talons might flap its wings vigorously. These movements are not random. They serve a vital purpose. These physical actions help to discharge the residual tension from the stress response. They signal to the body that the danger has passed and it's safe to calm down. Think of it like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. Humans too have this innate ability. We may not shake our entire bodies, but we fidget, pace, or take deep breaths after a stressful event. These are all forms of somatic discharge, helping us to regulate our emotions and regain composure. Section 4. The price of safety. Stress in captivity. In the wild, stress is usually short-lived. A predator is encountered, a chase ensues, and the outcome is quickly decided. But for animals living in captivity, the story is often different. Confined spaces, lack of control over their environment, and unnatural social groupings can all contribute to chronic stress in captive animals. They may pace relentlessly, exhibit repetitive behaviors, or show signs of aggression or depression. These behaviors are often a sign of an overactive stress response system that doesn't get the chance to properly reset. Without the opportunity to engage in natural coping mechanisms like flight or somatic discharge, captive animals can suffer long-term physical and psychological consequences. This highlights the importance of creating enriching environments for captive animals that allow them to express their natural behaviors and experience a sense of control. Enclosures that mimic their natural habitats, opportunities for social interaction and mental stimulation can all help reduce stress and improve well-being. Section 5. Finding balance, nature's rhythms and connections. Wild animals live in tune with the rhythms of nature. The rising and setting of the sun, the changing seasons, the availability of food and water. These natural cycles dictate their lives. This connection to the environment plays a crucial role in their stress management. The predictability of these rhythms provides a sense of stability and reduces uncertainty. They know when to hunt, when to rest, when to migrate. This reduces the likelihood of encountering unexpected stresses. Furthermore, many animals live in social groups with complex hierarchies and relationships. These social bonds provide support and security, buffering them against the stresses of life in the wild. Living in tune with nature's rhythms and nurturing social connections are lessons we humans can learn from the animal kingdom. By incorporating these principles into our own lives, we can create a more balanced and less stressful existence.